Hewataze, Hogiwa, Hewa, 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 Hewataze, Ho, Hewa. I'll sing more for you another time. We'll practice a little bit. You're supposed to put a stake in the ground, big post, and you paint it striped. And when you dance, you take your weapon and you tap on that stake. And we'll do that ceremony. And incite everybody's their fighting spirit. I realize it's time now. We got to do all the things that the elders said they used to do. We just have to do them, and we'll come alive again. They can't stop that because they don't have tools against it. That's why they had to take it from us. So we got to use them. That's all. Tuknigo. This is a message to Canada. My name's Kanenhariyo. And the Mohawks have been paying attention to what's been happening across the country. And seeing all the unmarked graves and the genocide that has occurred here has been coming out in the open. And to honor all those kids that Canada couldn't kill the Indian and the child, so they killed the child. And we wanted to remember them and honor them today. And so we're doing a rifle salute for them. And the Rotiskenrakehte Mohawk Warriors Society, some have gathered together to do this. And we're rebuilding our culture, rebuilding what was taken from us, and rebuilding our language, and revitalizing. And we're resurrecting all of the parts of our society that were shattered with the residential schools and the Indian Act. They're still giving them away. They're still blocking us from being able to have our kids and use our system of taking care of our families. They're still using the Indian Act and still treating us like we're wards of the crown while they steal our resources. The Indian Act needs to go. The interference of our raising our families needs to stop. And there's a group of us that are growing in numbers who have had enough. And we're not going to tolerate our children being taken anymore. And the only way for us to move forward with reconciliation is that we're going to need to have repatriation for the damages that were caused to us. Our language loss, our governance structure loss, the removal of the Indian Act, and the restoration of our sovereignty and our independence from Canada, and our land back, and our resources and access and management and control of the resources that have been left that have not been stolen yet. No more sorries. You don't get to say sorry for genocide, Canada. And Trudeau, you can get up there on your podium and say you're sorry and how sad it is, but you fight the people, the residential school students, the Indian day school students, and your own father financed our genocide. Now, don't act like it was the church. They just took the contract to kill the Indians. But Canada was the one that paid for it. Took me.
Over 150,000 Indigenous children were subjected to Canadian residential schools, and thousands more went to Indian day schools. As of July 1st, 2021, there have been 1,667 unmarked graves of human remains discovered on 7 former residential school grounds. There are over 100 more grounds to be searched. With the finding of unmarked graves, the international community has begun to petition the United Nations to initiate a criminal investigation into genocide against Canada. It is expected that charges will be laid against the churches that operated the schools, the RCMP who assisted in the collection of the children, and Canada who legislated genocide and financed these actions. Currently, in Canada, 52% of all children in the Canadian child welfare system are Indigenous, despite their communities only representing 7.7% of the Canadian population. Canada continues to operate a race-based legislation called the Indian Act to control and subjugate Indigenous peoples on their lands. The genocide continues today in Canada.